Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see, the number 8 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. And he's not going to take the touchback. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. The give out of the gun. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. Here's why this one's so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jesse.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both very talented, but let's see good against good and find out what they are.
You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on 3rd down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And the Hurricanes send out the punt unit. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. A low line drive and short kick. He's got great speed. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Gonna run it. It's Young. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Finds a man in the middle. Right on the money with that throw. The defense was there, but they are in the red zone with a first down at the 12. Line gets set, first down. Quarterback on the keeper. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Snagged in the middle. It's Washington. And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the first down. Looking for a man. It's Hebert. He's got it. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
On a big 3rd down, love the discipline by the defense there. You got everybody with their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the football, showing good speed on D. Nice tackle. Love the team defense.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Well, I think the defense was even caught off guard on that one, guys. Not seeing the field goal unit trot out onto the field. They had a golden opportunity there to make a stop and get the ball back without surrendering any points. They couldn't do it, though, and now all of a sudden their backs are against the wall.
Trying to run it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
just got this whole place going, didn't it? You got everybody doing the Irish jig. Touchdown Jesus is happy. You got the leprechaun, he's dancing. The energy in this place right now is on another level after that score. No wonder this is such a tough place to come in and try to get a win on the road.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, this defense is setting the tone early. 3 and out on the first drive, and on the first play, the second drive, they get a TFL. They are sending a very clear and distinct message to this offense. They are going to set the tone of this game.
It's complete on the right side. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. While the Big Ten has expanded with this massive continent-wide geographical footprint, the Big 12 has been really shrewd in positioning and maneuvering for survival, and they look for opportunities to win on the field like they'll have today.
Yeah, and the Big Ten's kind of taking what the Big Ten wants and expanding and not really worried about anybody else. So if I'm the Big 12, I'm like, yeah, you ain't worried about me, but you're going to worry about me today and on the field, and I can make a statement and prove to some of the true blue bloods in the Big Ten.
I just love the stylistic matchup in this one, too, right? You think about the Big Ten running the football, defense, physical, and then Big 12, wide open, up-tempo, air raid offense. This one's going to be fun.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to keep it in the air. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
And he was off target there, but I tell you what, I'll expect to see more of that. They do a really good job in this offense of getting the running back the football in the passing game. Just let him make plays, let him be a difference maker, ball getting to him in space. So I expect we'll see more of that throughout this game.
He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions. It just lets the coverage tell him where to go.
They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Hand off from the shotgun. Got the first down and more. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Grabbed in the backfield, it's Williams. Quick step and go. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him.
Turning it on! They get him stopped, but the big gain has him on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. They're looking to pass from the red zone. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on first down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no, we're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a second down and long and putting them in a great position to be successful.
Unloads to the wideout. Wideout trying to get it in. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Quarterback sneak wedging himself into the line. Sneak gets it done.
And I love the bounce back for this offense. We lost a week ago. Let's put that in the rearview mirror. That game's gone. Let's improve. Let's get better. So far in this first half, they've done just that.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. And he's going to bring this one out. Makes a move. Oh, what vision. Can they catch him? He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Miami. Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle him, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
Yeah, and those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared. And you could tell, takes it out, good blocking, give him a little crease, and you could see the speed. You don't put slow guys back deep. You don't see Jesse Palmer returning kicks. No, 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 no. You see the fast guys, and you see an open space, and boom, he's gone.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first two drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to pass. It's Hebert. Grabbed in the middle. It's Perez. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. He picked up a big chunk of yardage there, and there will be Irish jigs going in the stands.
Yeah, and a lot of excitement. If they can find these down-the-field explosive plays and find a wide receiver out there they can depend on, this offense can really explode and take off to a new level.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Williams. Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give him a 1st down.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a 1st down.
Caught behind the line. It's Young. Oh, he's got some space. They'll stop him just short of the 1st down marker on the screen.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
And he gets it out past the sticks, and Notre Dame will have a 1st down.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
Offense threatening 1st and 10 from the 31. Wants to throw on 1st down. Under fire. Deep shot for the end zone. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. He'll go out of bounds, but just what they needed to get the ball back.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. From his end zone, he'll go up top. With the catch, it's Carr. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the 1st. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Dropping back, it's Russell. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
One of the big risks about being in an empty set is that you don't have tight ends or running backs helping you out in pass protection. And that time the quarterback got hit right before he let it go, and that's why that ball fell incomplete.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And the Canes line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Special teams coming through, the 3rd aspect of the game, delivering big time.
Well, the punter wasn't able to get a lot of leg on that one, and it gave him a chance to field it, and then he found his lane, he put his foot in the ground, and it was off to the races. A huge momentum-shifting play on special teams for that touchdown.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Looking to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Lofton. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Throwing right. Couldn't quite hang on to the pick, and he will be thinking about that one for a long time.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again.
There he goes. And he got enough for the 1st down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
The Canes with the 1st and 10. Corner's going to give them room. Wants to throw. It's Russell. That's reeled in. It's Moore. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They just keep firing. Throws to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Moore. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. It's a 1st down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Looking downfield on 1st down. And he just flat missed it. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Catch in the middle, it's Pringle. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
He'll bring it out. It's Barres. He gets a block. Got a little room. He's going to get loose. He will score. Touchdown, Irish. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. James Madison needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Harrisonburg behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Florida Atlantic. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
Going over the top. And it falls in. And the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp.
And I tell you what, these deep shots, they're so hard to defend. You got to chase the guy all the way down the field and kind of stay in his hip pocket, stay close to him, and then turn your head like he does here and makes a nice play on the football to bat it away.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. Oh, they're after him. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. They'll go to the ground. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Notre Dame right back to the line. To the air. It's Hebert. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He's brought down to the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Wants to go up top on first down. Boom. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Got a man. It's Moore. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. To the air on first down. Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like...
He tries to take the top off. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Hurricanes will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here come the Irish back on offense. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. Finds the big tight end. Good, solid pickup on that one. They got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
One of the nice things about RPOs is that it's a slow developing mesh between the QB and running back, and that allows these receivers time to get...
Breaks into the open. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
They'll ride the hot hand. Picks up the first down, still moving. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And after starting the season 0-1, they knew they needed more from their offense in this game. Just had to find ways to make more explosive plays, and that's what they've been able to do. They've executed at a tremendous level. I really like the quarterback play and the leadership that he's showing, and because of that, they look like they're going to get back to 500. And let's see where this team can go.
And he's not going to take the touchback. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Booker. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Hauls it in. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. And the Canes racing to the line in the hurry-up.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Just keep slinging it. It's picked off, and another empty drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And that's just excellent cover. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to throw, it's Hebert. Grabbed over the middle, it's Washington. He makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it to the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
And that's exactly what you want to do with offense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill, because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Card in the backfield. It's Edwards. He stopped right at the 29-yard line, and it'll be 4th down. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. And this will be a bit of a challenge, a 46-yard attempt from the right hash. No good. Guys, after this dominating performance, I guess the head coach wanted to be able to yell at the special teams coordinator. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Using the quick game. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Quickly complete. Open space at the 25. A big, explosive play by this offense, and if you want to control the 4th quarter, might as well go in with momentum like that. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. So 1st down will open up the final period. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Looking to the big tight end. Catch in the middle, it's Lofton. Touchdown, Canes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, you got to love the attitude of this team. I know they're still down by a lot on the scoreboard, but a really nice job by the quarterback. Accurate throw on that touchdown pass.
And he tacks on the extra point. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Looking downfield, it's Hebert. Fires to the middle. Finds a tight end down the gut.
I'll be honest, man, if I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the 4th quarter. Take some shots when those opportunities present themselves.
Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Easy. Power football with the run. Turning it on. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
And you want to dominate the football game like these guys have all day. Dominate the line of scrimmage. You know, turn and hand the ball off to your running back. It's a good recipe. It makes every quarterback better. It makes every OC better. Just turn, hand the football off, especially when you're winning the ball game.
Notre Dame has it now, 1st and goal. He'll keep it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Really nice job by the safety on that play, deep in their own end. They were ready for the quarterback run, and he was spying him the entire time. As soon as he saw the QB take off, he was able to rally to him and make a nice tackle.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Irish!
And this offense has really responded after last week. Last week, man, the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road and win. Come back home, you feel confident, you're in your routine, have answered the bell, took charge of this game late, and looking to go 1-0 this week.
And he tacks on the extra point. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
And the Hurricanes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Back to throw, it's Bailey. Right on the money. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Moore.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Working that left side now. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. And the Canes headed quickly to the line. Wants to throw on 1st down. He uncorks one deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Takes it the other way. The 40. Running inside the 20. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense here in the 4th quarter. They're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
He'll bring it out. It's Carr. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. A very disappointing performance for the #1 team in the country. There'll be a new team atop the rankings when they come out. Oh, he's got some space. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit, and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
Takes a hit as he fires. He's got an open man. He's loose on the right. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6. In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there are some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going that maybe you can build on.
He'll bring it out. It's Edwards. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. here come the Irish back on offense. He'll pull it on the read. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
He'll do it himself. Got room at the 35. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback on the keeper. Runs through a tackle. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
It doesn't matter what run play you have called, if you're running it inside or outside. If the defense gets penetration, everything is done. And you saw it on that play right there. Great job by the D.
And on fourth down, they'll take a knee, but this one's just about over.